All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's date is the 11th of June 2025. And we're going to be looking at the supernatural. The supernatural, the supernatural, the supernatural. The natural is this normal everyday life, physical life. That's the natural. You wake up, you go to bed, you sleep, you eat, all of those stuffs. Those are natural things, natural things, natural things. So the super is when it becomes spiritual. So when it's spiritual, it becomes supernatural. When it's spiritual, it could be spiritual positive, it could be spiritual negative. All right. So it now becomes supernatural because you have added super. What made it super is the spiritual. The spiritual. And you know that the spiritual is higher than the physical. This physical is inside spiritual. Okay. So anytime something goes beyond the natural, something that is non-natural, it now becomes super. So when you add that super to it, that's what we call it the supernatural. So when you are imposing something that is not supposed to be normal, okay, it's something. Let me give an example. All right, I have plenty of examples for you today. Yeah, one of the things that I want to do with this teaching is that there are two persons that I want to refer to today. One is Pastor Lawrence Oyo, and another one is one Baba like that. He's a man of God, but just I don't know his name. But they talked about the supernatural. So I want to, when I say my own, people always have issues. They have issues with me. So I want to show you some people that are also saying the same thing. We have not started though. We have not started. We just started the supernatural. We never really start. We still play. We'll get into the deeper life. When we get into the deeper life, don't worry. When we want to talk to some of you, we appear in your house. We appear and talk to you and go back. That's when you now start having sense. But for now, the small ones we are doing is still causing trouble. So let me start with Pastor Lawrence Oyo. Pastor Lawrence Oyo. All right, so let's go. Like I said, I want to start with Pastor Lawrence Oyo. So he said something that I've said before. His own is even worse than my own. And you will not believe because I said I disappeared. And you people are like, disappeared. Okay? Let's hear Pastor Lawrence Oyo.
My first experience was to Swansea, Wales. Yes.
The pastor that is interviewing said, what did you say? Don't worry, for those of you that are not see the video, when I edit it, you will see the video, okay? Or you go online and go and search for Pastor Lawrence Oyo. The video of him disappearing. He said he disappeared. You're not going to see yes evidence. Actually, the pastor asked him. He told the pastor, the pastor said, hey? So let me play again. Let me start. Oh, Jesus.
My first experience was to Swansea, Wales. Yes.
I don't get it.
I was in final year lying on the bed. Closed my eyes. Yes, by located to Swansea, Wales.
As in, like,
physically, yes, sir. I was holding myself like
without
this.
Visa, without Virgin ticket. How long were you there for?
Okay, so Pastor Lawrence Oyo said that he disappeared from his room and appeared in Wales, another country. Hey, Pastor Lawrence Oyo. He said he disappeared and appeared there. Let's continue.
Few minutes, it happened for a few minutes. I became afraid. That's when I also learned that fear short circuits the power of God. That's why the angels are always saying, fear not. Because once you're afraid, you shut things down. Yes. So I came back to my body and then shared it with the friends that were around me. We're all of the same mind.
Were you with people or?
Just in my room, like 2-3 people.
Were present?
Yeah. In the night, we slept like in the hostel. Yeah, so I think we had 2 or 3 per room, and then we had like 2 extra people lying down on bed. So I shared it when I got up, like, wow.
And it was not a dream.
Sir, I knew.
The pastor said, and it was not a dream. He said, sir, I knew that in the dream I should not feel myself. He appeared in Wales. He disappeared from Nigeria and appeared in Wales. Pastor Lawrence Oyo, this is not Raymond K. Money though. This is not Fire Lord.
That in a dream I should not feel.
Yes.
So I held myself like this. I was slapping myself in
Wales.
Yes, and said, Lawrence, you are here. Lawrence, you are here. A white boy came out of the hotel room wearing a towel, blonde hair, he looked like about 10-year-old. I just knew his age. And then
he said, I just knew his age. These are supernatural things. All of you that have natural head, you are using your natural okay, sorry. Before I go come verse now, the goal is to actually verse you. Anyway, so These are supernatural things. We are all not at the same level. If you can believe that there's a witch, there's a wizard, I don't understand. These are spiritual dimensions in the negative. We are operating in the positive. And most of you that are arguing on the comment section, you are Christians. That's the annoying part. So I wonder what you are doing in church, and I wonder what you believe. Anyway, let's continue. He said he just saw the boy and knew his age. He just knew his age. That's how it works in the spirit. You just know. When Jesus Christ appeared when Elijah appeared in the mount of configuration, how did Peter know that was Moses and know that was Elijah? Who told him? That's how in the spirit, you just know things. Anyway, let's continue.
I said, what country is this? The guy was creeped out. He said, Wales. I said, how do I leave? How do I leave this building? So I was very afraid. I remember a man with a long coat climbing up the stairs, and I became afraid. What will I tell the police? How will I explain to them that they should not deport me so I can still enter? All those thoughts were on my. That's how real it was. Then I jacked back in my body.
Wow.
I was like, oh my God. I was just there now.
Wow, okay. So I'll show you another one in a few minutes. So the next one. Now, I'm showing these things because they are similar to what I have done. I told you how I disappeared. I walked past somebody. I said, this person is not going to see me. I'm going to walk past him. He will not see me, and I'll be in his front. I waved my hand on his face like this, and I passed. He didn't see me. And I had somebody there that was looking at. I told the person, look at this, what's going to happen. And I disappeared and passed him, and he didn't see me. Right, that's one. Then I also said that one day, a bottle of water like this, it was about to fall down from a table, and I commanded it not to fall, right? And you guys were like, Lamba, whatever you are saying, now you know. So let's see what Pastor Lawrence Oyo said. He said another thing again, that he did something else. So let's see what he did again. So Pastor Lawrence Oyo did something else again. First, let me tell you what he did. He was preparing for a meeting, and he was meditating. The meeting they call it power service. So he was preparing to make sure that there's enough power for the service. And he kept saying, I'm full of power, I'm full of power. He was meditating. He meditated for 4 hours. I'm full of power. Then he came out of his room and sat down, I think in his room, whatever. And he said, I'm full of power. The bulb busted. The bulb blew. By just saying I'm full of power, bulb burst. He did not tell Pastor Lawrence that he's capping now. He did not tell him that he's capping. Don't worry, I've not seen anything. There are many of us that are coming. Anyway, let me play it for you to hear.
And I was saying, I'm full of power for 4 hours.
Wow.
I came out of the bathroom, and after I rinsed my face, it was time for the meeting. I said, I'm full of power. The bulb blew. Pow.
The bulb?
The bulb, yes.
The light bulb?
Yes. So I realized I'm full of power. Then I went for the meeting. Not a single message. I will never forget. Some people are watching probably remember that night. Not a single message.
He said, I'm full of power, and the bulb busted. Blew. And he went for that meeting. He did not even preach. And the power of God was all over that meeting. All right, so these are some of the things I want to show you today. Let me see, I have one more. Then there's this Baba that said that, when I said I talked to my intestine, people are just doing anyhow. You don't know anything. People need to come up with this Christianity thing is deep. There's what we call the deeper life. So this Baba said that he was fasting and praying.
There was a year, the story I've told many times. There was a year that my ministry was not working. And I told my wife.
So the story is long. The story is long. So let me update you on the story, right? So he said that he fasted and prayed for 1 year, him and his wife. So after he ended the fasting and praying for 1 year, he decided that, okay, fasting has ended, so he wants to start eating. That food did not enter his body again. His body did not accept food again. So that till date, as we are talking now, he eats once a day. He cannot try to eat twice. You did not tell him that it's cap, So the idea is this. I'm making you understand that it's because you don't know these things. You don't know that they exist. You've never heard them. You've never seen them. There's something about Pastor Lawrence or your story that I like. I like that part. Pastor Lawrence Oyo talked about how that he didn't expressly say it, okay, the way I want to say it now, because I want to introduce a word that he didn't say. He didn't say inspiration, but I'm using the word inspiration now. But what he said is that he referred to the fact that there's one woman they used to call, wait, let me go and play the video. There's one woman, Madam Sophia, that The woman has power. He has spiritual powers. Here's the video now.
Jesus. And then when they say it will disappear to Benin.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, keep them there and say I'll be back by 5 p.m. She'll come back again to pick the
There was
rest.
somebody like that
Yes,
in Nigeria.
yes. Madam Sophia.
Yes. So what Pastor Lawrence Oya is saying, okay, let's just hear it here. You will say it now.
Okay.
So imagine such power dimensions, and you're reading that, you're exposed to that by 2031.
He said, imagine such power dimension. You are reading that and you are exposed to that. So what Pastor Lawrence Oya is implying here is that he heard about Madam Sophia. Madam Sophia used to disappear. That Madam Sophia will carry you and say, we are going to the place. You will disappear. You and her will go there. We will leave you there. We will tell you I'll come back by 5 p.m. And the pastor is asking, in this Nigeria? I say yes. And the pastor said, I've never heard about that. I say yes, the woman was in this Nigeria. So Pastor Lawrence Oya is saying that imagine knowing about that kind of a woman, reading about that kind of a woman, studying about that kind of a woman, and you're expecting him not to have power. That he meditated, he heard this kind of things. Are you understanding my point? So when you hear me say things that Marlin is one of my best movies, so what Pastor Lawrence Oya is implying that he got his inspiration from there, right? Like, this is possible. Then he learned onto the Holy Ghost. I'm not saying the woman inspired her, so I'm just letting you know. Just the same way, I can say that I got my inspiration from Marlin. I watched Marlin and I saw what Marlin was doing. And the Holy Ghost kept telling me, Raymond, this thing that this boy is doing, you can do it, you are a Christian. This thing that this boy is doing, you can do it, you are a Christian. And I kept working on myself. I said, then I can do more. I remember how the Holy Ghost was even interpreting Marlin to me. He told me that every time Marlin goes to the dragon to get knowledge, information about what is going to happen in the future, how he should handle it, he said, that's how we should be doing as Christians. Come to me, the Holy Ghost, and ask me, I will tell you what to do. I'm like, whoa. That's when I started sharpening my skills of always going to the Holy Ghost, always going to the Holy Ghost. So, that you don't know about supernatural things does not mean that it doesn't exist. They go kill you, Sarah. It does exist. So all of this is the supernatural. That's all I have this evening. I just wanted to tell you guys. Though I didn't even play that of the man of God. I didn't finish it. Yeah, he said that he was no longer eating. And after 1 year of fasting, he could not eat again.
There was a year, the story I've told many times. There was a year that my ministry was not working. And I told my wife that I want
my
to
phone is still recording
so
since
that I can have break. Then my wife asked me, how many days will this fast be? Because if I have breakthrough, she will also benefit. I said, I don't know. I will stop the fast when I have breakthrough. And I told God, in the event that I don't have breakthrough, I'm not willing to continue ministry like this. I want to die. I want to die. I cannot continue ministry like this. It doesn't make sense. Nobody even respected.
So let me just move it to the end.
Let me quickly return to where I'm going. The fasting now ended because my prayers have been answered. And I wanted to return to eating. And my body did not take it.
My body did not
As you
take
see
it.
me, for the past 6-7 years, I eat once a day.
For the past
The
6-7
day
years,
I try
I eat
a
once a
second meal, I'll be in trouble.
It does.
And I'm not lean, I'm not weak. Do I look haggard? Talk to me. So that I will go and look for multivitamin. What you train your body to accept, your body run and live with.
What you train your body to accept is what it will accept. You don't know how to talk to your intestine. You now be fighting people that can talk to their intestine. You have trained your body that, but your intestine can't talk to you. Your respiratory system can't talk to you. No, wahala, my brother, I've come to the end of today's streaming.